The Cadillac XT6 is a mid-sized luxury SUV, offering room for up to 7 passengers in a luxurious experience. It's been on the market since 2019, and while it doesn't shine above the competition, it has proven to be an excellent all-around SUV. So should you buy this 2025 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury before it's gone? Let's go ahead and find out. As always, let's begin by talking about the pricing and the trim level. For the final production year of this vehicle, which was for the 2025 model year, this car started at $52,690. That is for the base luxury model, and for the premium luxury which we have today, this starts at about $59,000. With the optional technology package and the all-weather floor mat package, this car sits at about $62,000 as tested. Let's see what you get for the money. The XT6 has a subtle and clean design. The grille is a pretty good size and is accented with chrome and the Cadillac crest, and there is some functional ventilation at the bottom. As far as the headlights are concerned, they are going to be fully LED. You get an LED daytime running lights, projector-style LED headlamps, but no fog lights at the bottom. There are also LED turn signals, and this car does have a premium lighting system, so it will actually light up the side of the vehicle at night. Moving to the wheels, Cadillac offers a few different design choices for you. This car has the optional 20-inch split-spoke alloy wheels, and I think these look super fancy against the side of the car. By the way, you can also get colored brake calipers if you so choose, and up to 21-inch wheels on the sport model. Moving to the side profile, this car has body-colored wheel surrounds, which gives us a nice and clean design. Additionally, there is a Cadillac crest on the fender, chrome trim with XT6 branding at the bottom, door handles with chrome that will light up at night, and some chrome trim surrounding the windows. On the premium luxury and above, the mirrors are going to be fully loaded. You get heating, blind spot monitoring, auto dimming, and power folding. Also, if you want to fold the mirrors when locking the car, you will have to hold the lock button for an extra second. The rear end has a simple design. In typical Cadillac fashion, the wiper is hidden underneath the spoiler to prevent weathering, there's some chrome trim in between the taillights, and a body-colored bumper with dual exhaust at the bottom. The taillights are going to be fully LED. There's an LED brake light, an LED reverse light, and an LED turn signal. To wrap up the exterior section of this video, the XT6 doesn't look as modern as some of the competitors, but it still looks premium and stylish. Now let's check out the interior and see what kind of luxurious features and amenities are offered for the price point. $62,000 is a fair bit of money, but it really isn't that much for this segment. Therefore, on this premium luxury model, you aren't really going to be blown away by this interior. Starting with the door panel, you will find a mix of materials. There is soft-touch plastic, wood trim, aluminum, and a metal speaker grille on the upper part, as well as two-person memory seating. Your switchgear is finished in matte black plastic, and there is some leatherette trim with stitching details on the armrest. Additionally, there is a good amount of storage space at the bottom. There is a Cadillac logo on the door sills, which does look quite nice, and as far as the seats are concerned, they're going to be made of real leather. You will have some stitching details as well as heating, ventilation, two-person memory seating, and 12 ways of power adjustment. One thing to keep in mind is that you cannot get massaging on the XT6. Now let's check out the rest of the Cadillac XT6's interior. The steering wheel is going to be very nicely wrapped and heated. There are paddle shifters on the back, and the steering wheel itself is going to be power adjustable. The airbag cover is finished in plastic, but the Cadillac crest looks super clean, and the wood accents at the bottom add a nice premium touch. Super Cruise is also available on this vehicle, and if you do get Super Cruise, there will be a gloss black strip at the top which serves as a white bar. The gauge cluster is the older Cadillac setup. There are two analog gauges and a digital display in the middle. That digital display is customizable with different information being shown. There isn't a whole lot that you can do with this display, but I guess it is usable. You can see things like your tire pressure, your air filter life, your fuel economy, and it is at 11.9 because we've been idling here for a long time. So overall, this gauge cluster isn't terrible, but it isn't the new fully digital setup with the full screen map. For the price, the Cadillac XT6 has some pretty nice material selections. The upper dash is finished in a soft touch leatherette with stitching. There is some wood trim below that, as well as some aluminum and soft touch plastic on the lower area. There is some gloss black around the climate controls and on the shifter, and the rest of the center area is going to be finished in soft touch plastic. If you want a more elevated material selection, I would recommend going for the platinum package, which will replace all of the soft touch plastic with leather. I also want to point out the really nice metal speaker grills on the door panel. Storage is pretty impressive in the XT6, as it should be for a family SUV. Below the climate panel is a little storage area finished in soft touch plastic, and this is a pretty good area to put your key fob. By the way, this is what it looks like, the older Cadillac design made of plastic and aluminum. You can remote start the vehicle from the fob itself. Continuing on with storage, there's a good sized center pass-through with a 12-volt outlet down there, and a wireless phone charging pad hiding right here. I really like the placement of this because it doesn't take up a lot of space at all. When you slide back this panel, you will find two tiny cup holders and a little pass-through to put your phone. And the center console is a pretty good size, but is nothing really special. There's also a felt-lined area for something like a wallet or cash. So overall, I would say the Cadillac XT6 is pretty impressive when it comes to storage. However, I would like to see a little bit larger cup holders. Climate controls are physical buttons and toggles in the XT6. Because the layout is so simple, there really isn't much you need to think about. You can use these toggles to adjust the climate or the temperature, but the quality isn't on the same level as something like the Escalade. You can use this toggle to adjust the fan speed, and this button to turn it off completely. You also have heated and ventilated seats, but unfortunately, these buttons are really hard to press correctly, so you might have to do it multiple times. So overall, I would say the climate controls are pretty simple and easy to use in the XT6, and if you want to use the screen, you can do so just by clicking that button. Now let's check out the main infotainment system. The XT6 is running the older software from GM, so it doesn't have Google built in and isn't as responsive. However, the built-in navigation system is still pretty useful, and you get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which are two features that this car's replacement vehicle, the Vistiq, does not include. One thing that is kind of disappointing is the screen is kind of dim and low resolution, so in direct sunlight it might be a little bit hard to see. However, in 2026, I would say this is still pretty usable. I also don't want to forget that you have a little scroll wheel down here to control the main infotainment system. You can use this knob to go between apps, and you have a few shortcut buttons like pulling up the navigation system. Overall, this knob works pretty well, and I don't really see anything wrong with it besides the overall quality. It doesn't really feel like it belongs in a Cadillac, it feels like it belongs more in something like a Chevrolet, but thankfully the Vistiq replaces that. Now let's see about the shifter and the cameras. The shifter is located down here and is pretty simple and easy to use. Also, it feels pretty high quality with the aluminum accenting and the gloss black finish. Push down for drive, push up for reverse, and that will bring up a very high resolution backup camera. This is something that I love about GM vehicles. Their cameras are so high resolution you never have to second guess what you're seeing. Also, there's a 360 view and multiple different angles. There's a front view, a wheel shot for the back and the front wheels, and you even have a trailer hitch view. Let's go back to the rear view so that we can test out the parking sensors. I'm going to use my tripod right there as an example of an obstacle, and we're going to pull up to it, and as you can see, it is showing an alert on the gauge cluster and the main display. It is also vibrating my seat, which is something that you guys probably don't know, and this is actually a lot more effective than a bunch of annoying beeps. Because if you are hard of hearing, you can still feel the seat vibrating, and it is not going to annoy the rest of your passengers. Overall, I would say the cameras are amazing and the parking sensors work super well. To put it in park, just push the P. Taking a look up top, there is a standard digital rear view mirror, and if you don't like that, you can just flip the switch. And there's a large panoramic sunroof on the roof. Now let's check out the passenger side on the Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury. The door panel is made of a mix of materials like hard touch plastic at the bottom, some storage space, leatherette trim, as well as some wood trim and a metal speaker grill on the upper area. There is a Cadillac crest on the door sills, and as far as the seats are concerned, they're going to be made of the same real leather. They have heating, ventilation, stitching details, and 12 ways of power adjustment. These are very comfortable, but if you want a more high-quality feeling leather, you can upgrade to the Platinum package for about $9,000 to get semi-aniline leather. On the dash in front of you, there is some glossy wood trim as well as a lot of soft-touch plastic. The glove box does have a good amount of storage space and it is felt-lined, which is very nice to see. Now let's check out the second row and see what space is like back here because that is very important on a family SUV like this XT6. On the door panel, there is some storage space at the bottom as well as hard-touch plastic, some wood trim as well as a metal speaker grill at the top. Unfortunately, there are no sunshades. Just like the front seats, there is a Cadillac crest on the door sill for the rear seats as well, and the seats themselves are going to be made of real leather. They have stitching details and they have manual adjusting and heating. Ventilation is not an option. A bench seat is standard, but if you want captain's chairs, you can pay $600 extra, bringing the seating capacity down to 6. In the second row of the XT6, there's a good amount of legroom and headroom. There's a good sized seatback pocket and the back of the seat is finished in soft touch plastic. In the middle, there's a third zone of climate control, heated seat controls, USB ports, and good sized cup holders. Compared to the Vistiq, there's a similar amount of space and amenities, but you do get a screen in the middle which gives passengers a more executive experience. But that's the second row of the Cadillac XT6, let's go ahead and check out the third row next. To access the third row, just pull on this lever right here and that will fold the seat and slide it out of the way. Also, if you forgot to fold up the third row of seats, you don't have to go all the way around to the trunk to do so. Just push on these buttons right here and that will easily fold them up. In the third row of the XT6, there's an adequate amount of legroom and headroom. However, thigh support is not great. With the captain's chair setup, you can stretch out your leg in the middle which will give you a more comfortable experience. For amenities, there's a single cup holder, some plastic, and a USB-C port. There are also vents at the top, which is something surprisingly the MGX and Q7 do not include. For the size, I am pretty impressed with the third row on the XT6. Now let's go ahead and check out the cargo area. There's a standard hands-free power tailgate which is very convenient, but if you don't want to use that, you can just use the key fob. Behind the third row of seats, there's 12.6 cubic feet of space, which isn't amazing for the segment. On the left, there's a good sized cubby as well as 2 tie-down points and a 12-volt outlet. You can easily fold down the third row of seats just by clicking these buttons. That will reveal 43.1 cubic feet of space, and as a maximum with the second row seats folded down, there's 78.7. This is definitely above average for the segments, beating out vehicles like the Audi Q7 and the Acura MDX. Under the floor, there's a good amount of storage space for something like a snow brush or an umbrella. One thing I want to point out is that the third row seats fold up and down very quickly, which is something I really appreciate. To close the trunk, just push the button. Now let's see what is powering the XT6. This car has a 3.6-liter naturally aspirated V6, making 310 horsepower and 271 pound-feet of torque. That is mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission, and the fuel economy isn't great at 17 in the city, 24 on the highway, and 21 combined. These are pretty adequate figures for the segment, but keep in mind this is the quickest powertrain you can get. On the base luxury model, there is a 4-cylinder engine available which does not make a good noise. Now let's go ahead and see how fast this gets up to 60. When it comes to competition, the XT6 competes with multiple other mid-sized luxury SUVs. Its main competitors include the Acura MDX A-Spec, the Audi Q7 55 Premium, the Lincoln Aviator Reserve, the Buick Enclave Avenir, the GMC Acadia Denali, the BMW X5 xDrive 40i, the Mercedes-Benz GLE 450, and the Lexus TX 350 Luxury. This doesn't really shine above the rest, but it does have a good place in the segment. For dimensions, this car is 198 inches long and 77 inches wide. Well, that is going to wrap up this video on the 2025 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury. Overall, the XT6 is a very underrated SUV. It offers a luxurious and comfortable interior with plenty of space for 7 passengers, and the trunk space isn't terrible for the size. Technology isn't the most up-to-date, but the XT6 should definitely be at the top of your list for luxury 3-row crossover. Would you buy this over the upcoming Vistiq? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.